Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.3 Notes, Day 2. Today we're talking about multiplying polynomials and their application. Now before we get started, let's take a look. We've got a couple warm-up problems of things that we have done in the past. Now, in example number 1, what do? We got 3 things that we're supposed to be multiplying. So what I would suggest is that we worry about those 2 things first. Let's distribute the x to the 2x and the minus 1. So when we do that, we get 2x squared minus x. And the x squared minus 6x plus 7 stays the same. Okay, now when we're right here, I would recommend doing the box method since we're going to have to distribute and multiply all of those terms together. Let's just keep everything organized. So it's a binomial times a trinomial. So my 2x squared and my minus x goes on the side. X squared minus 6x plus 7 on the top. And then let's just multiply everything out. So we get 2x to the 4th minus 12x cubed plus 14x squared minus x cubed. A negative times a negative is a positive 6x squared. And then negative 7x. So now let's go ahead and try to find our like terms. We got an x cubed and an x cubed at the diagonals, and my squared and the squared the other diagonals. So when I go ahead and write everything out, I have 2x to the 4th minus 13x cubed plus 20x squared minus 7x. Okay, example number 2, we're going to do the same thing, but I want you to try it first, okay? First thing you're going to do is just focus on those 2 things, distribute, and then I'll check, and then I'll check you again, okay? So go ahead and do the first part, pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so you should have gotten 6y squared plus 8y. And now you can do whichever method you want to multiply the rest of this out. I'm going to do the box method. So go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so when I multiply everything out, that's what I get. And now we're going to start combining the like terms. We bring the 12y to the 4th up front. Okay, combine the cubes. Now it's 48 plus 16. So let's see, that would be 4, it's a y cubed, carry the 1, so 64 y cubed, right? Let's double check that. Remember, we can't use a calculator. So it's 4, carry the 1, yep, 64. And then 64 plus 66. Okay, so plus 130y squared plus 88y. And the last 2 things that I just combined were the y squareds. Okay, so when you're all done, that's your final answer. Okay. All right, let's move on to example number 3. Now it says complete the following problems by applying the multiplicative properties of polynomials. Find the area of a square if each has a length of 2x minus 3. Okay, so a couple words that stick out. Area of a square, 2x minus 3. So remember that a square, all sides are the same. And if one side is 2x minus 3, all the sides are 2x minus 3. Now the key thing here is to remember how to find area of a square. And area of a square is your side squared. So if one side is 2x minus 3, we're going to go ahead and square that. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Go ahead and FOIL, distribute, whatever you need to do. So I'm going to do FOIL 4x squared minus 6x minus 6x, and then negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Combine your like terms, and we get an answer of 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. So we've got that. My only question is, it's a word problem, right? So what are the units? Do they tell us side squared? Is it centimeters? What do you think it is? Well, for this one, it told us right afterwards they were inches. So at the very end, we would just write inches squared. And then that's our final answer. All right, let's look at example number 4. So the width of a rectangle is 3x plus 5 centimeters, and the length is 6x minus 6 centimeters. Find its area. So we're talking about a rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now the width is 3x plus 5, and the length is 6x minus 8. Find the area. Now, area of a rectangle is length times width. So you're doing 3x plus 5 times 6x minus 8. So you guys are going to do the rest of it. Go ahead and use whatever method that you want to solve either FOIL or box. All right? Okay, and there's our final answer. Now, did you get the units right? Okay, because they're talking about, if you look right there, centimeters. So that's centimeters squared. All right. Number 5 says find the volume of the box below. Now, volume is something that you guys might not know. But a couple things, we're talking about a cube or a dice. When you're talking about a dice, every single side is the exact same thing, okay? And when you're trying to find volume, volume is length times width times height. So if we're talking about a cube, that's y minus 7 to the third power, because everything is the same. So then you're really doing y minus 7 times y minus 7 times y minus 7. Okay, now this one we'll do together. I'm going to start just by foiling those two terms, which gives us y squared minus 7y minus 7y, or w, I'm sorry, plus 49. So when we simplify that, we get y squared, or w squared, keep saying y, minus 14w plus 49, and then we still need to multiply that with the w minus 7, okay? And from that, what do you think I'm going to use? My favorite, the box method. All right, so the w squared minus 14w plus 49, and the w minus 7. So multiplying straight across, we get w cubed minus 14w squared plus 49w. Easy stuff so far. and then we get negative 7w squared. Ooh, 14 times 7. I'm just going to do that off to the side so I don't mess up. 98, and that's actually going to be a positive 98. You know why? Well, it's negative times a negative. And then we have 49 times 7. 7 times 9 is 3, carry the 6. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 4 is 343. And that's a negative 343. So what I want you to do is look for your like terms and combine them up. What'd you get? Well, we got w squared, not w squared, w cubed minus 21 w squared. And then you're going to add 98 and 49, which gives you a positive 147w minus 343. Okay? And now since they don't tell us what the units are, I'm just going to write units cubed. And that's everything on that one. I know it sounded like pretty hard. Okay? Now, number 6. Number 6 is talking about a rectangular prism. It's pretty much a 3D rectangle. Okay? So I'm just going to draw my nice pretty 3D rectangle. There we go. So the length is y plus 1. Then we have another one, which is y plus 2. And then the height is the 2y minus 5. Okay, and once again, they're talking about volumes, so it's the length times width times height. So we have y plus 1 times y plus 2 times 2y minus 5. Okay, so we're going to start by foiling. Get y squared plus 2y plus 1y plus 2. Combine your like terms. And then I'm just going to bring the 2y minus 5 down. Okay? Now, I want you guys to see if you can FOIL the rest of it. You can use box method or FOIL, however you want to do it. But pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so then when I multiplied everything out, get 2y cubed plus y squared. Like, oh, Mr. Grice, how'd you get y squared? Well, that's 6y squared minus 5y squared. Okay, and then minus 11y from combining the negative 15 and the positive 4y. Minus 10. And it's centimeters cubed because they're talking about centimeters. Okay. Well, guys, that's actually it, because right below, this is your homework. And you're pretty much doing the exact same thing as we just did, so no worries, okay? Well, that's going to be it for Algebra 2, Chapter 6.3 Notes, Day 3. As always, if you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.